looking to have an influence in these slippery, tough conditions in this second quarter.
I thought Daisy and Karen Paxman both got a fair bit of the ball, which was great for the Demons.
So it's Webb for the Lions, undersized to go head-to-head with Pearce. That's Lauren Pearce playing in the ruck, the starting ruck here. Little scrap forward, off toe poke by Zilke, the captain. Paxman has taken off the ball. In fact, it was Paxman that went and got the handball. It was Scott that was taken off the ball. Now comes to Pearce, a little left footer. Oh, great kick. O'Day streaming through the centre of the ground. She kicks it wide. It's to a 2-on-1 though. Oh, bodies on the line and taking a heavy bump there was Alicia Newman for the Demons. Meanwhile, it's kicked forward, a bouncing ball in the goal square. How does it sit? Oh, desperate lunge by the Lions defender in Shannon Campbell.
Wow, Alicia Newman really got hit hard on the wing out in front of us.
She's already got the advantage on the head.
Almost pushed into that contest, wasn't she? A little off balance. So the Lions working it round the outer side through Conan. Got a sister playing netball in the brand new National Netball League and a brother who plays for the Gold Coast Suns Academy. It's a pretty successful family. O'Day, they share it around.
Well, they've got to use the overlap, Kate, don't they now? Because you just have a look when Melbourne are going forward. They're doing all the forward thrust. They're the team that actually threw the extra. They're looking up to an outnumbered situation.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see Melbourne's elite runners in Paxman and Pearce show their class.
Let's get down to the boundary narrowly.
Alicia Newman had only just run onto the ground then. She just had her head patched up, as you might be able to see in a few minutes' time, and she's got the mummy wrapping around her head after copping a knock and a cut to the top of her left eye. She got poleaxed, as we saw, by two players then. She wanted to play on, but she was pulled off, and she was absolutely fuming by the fact that she was pulled off. She's tough, and she wanted to stay out there and fight it out. So just doing a couple of walkthroughs on the boundary at the moment and having a chat, but she is okay.
Never played footy, Alicia Newman, so welcome to the AFLW. A postie during the week, works for Australia Post.
Let's hope she delivers.
I set that up beautifully for you, Danny.
There's your girl, Katie Ashmore. Katie Brennan, tell us a little bit about her.
Yeah, as we've been talking about, elite runner. She can really break a game open. She hasn't really taken a hold of it just yet, but I think her endurance capacity will carry her through to the second term and the last half of the game, and that's where she really does damage. She's had a few touches so far. We've got her sitting at 5 disposals, so it'd be great to see her have a little bit more influence on the game.
Gee, it's tough going out there. It's really scrappy. Assuming front position in the ruck was Pearce, going with Harris, who's yet to have any real impact on the game, Taylor Harris.
We saw before as well, Sabrina, we talked about our high half forwards moving up the ground, and she had a really great chase to get back into that forward 50 and just influence that kick that went straight to Kate Ashmore to give Brisbane Lions another opportunity to go inside their 50.
So thrown back in, Harris goes the thump over the top, only as far as Downey, loops the handball to Pearce. This is a better build-up from the Ds, although the kick wasn't great. And it lands in the hands of Shannon Campbell, one of the better kicks in the team for the Lions.
Oh, this could be costly, 50 metres.
You don't get a lot of opportunity to score, so I think that's a really, really poor mistake by the Melbourne girls.
I think she might have stepped over the mark there.
So it could bring Shannon Campbell to within distance. Normally a defender, technically the coach says the best kick in the team. So we've given her a big rap, Shannon Campbell, and she delivers. First goal of the game. It was a long time coming, and they celebrate in style, the Brisbane Lions.
Well, they pushed her over celebrating that hard, but I think what we've seen over the last 3 games is that getting on the scoreboard is critical. You have to take your chances, and the Lions are in front because they did so.
And Daisy had to know that she's a captain of the club, but also they've got the extra player down back. And when you go quickly through the corridor, if you've got an extra behind the ball, they're going to be in the corridor. Now that kick, it had to go long and wide. Now we don't want to kick out of bounds deliberately, but the ball went straight into the corridor to the open Brisbane Lions players. So they just need to work on that, Melbourne.
Maybe the quick reply. Bursting out of the centre comes Pearce, but it is chopped off by Campbell, the goal kicker. Flicks it wide. Brisbane suddenly got a little bit of confidence in their play. Here's Lutkins. Oh, and a high the dairy farmer from Colac. Scott goes again, so too does Pearce.
Just on that, just using the boundary line there, we saw Latkins just kind of pop it up on top of Zilke's head, and she had about 3 or 4 Melbourne players around her. If she would have gone a little bit long and kind of pretended that she was kicking to Kate McCarthy and just found the boundary line, Brisbane Lions could have reset there.
I'm really impressed by Shelley Scott. She's a dairy farmer. She drives down from Colac every night for training. The Melbourne Footy Club had even offered for her to have one of the sessions off, and she declined.
Yeah, gets up at 5 a.m. to milk the cows. And
the cows, they don't have an alarm clock. They get up at 4:30 every morning, so great effort.
When she got to the footy club, she was that strong because of her work on the farm. She hadn't even been in a gym, and she was the strongest in the club.
Danny Frawley, you would have done a
drive
in your early
many
days.
moons ago, myself and Tony, we travelled down from the farm and up to St Kilda, so hats off to her, well done.
Back in play, flies the handball out. Grierson dispossessed. Megan Hunt with the ball in her hands. She goes wide.
Oh, Phillips again. She's a wiry type, light, quick.
That's a beautiful smother. That's corralled beautifully, and then just at the last minute, okay, you're going to kick, I'll come in with a smother. That was terrific play.
Nerily Meadows on the boundary, Nez.
Just a little bit more info on the goal kicker, Shannon Campbell. She's actually based in the US on a soccer scholarship, and she's a woman of many talents, studying paramedic science.
So, long kick coming in from O'Day, but
it's too high.
And back there and taken high as a free kick.
Little Lily Mithen.
So it might have been Hunt that gave away that free kick, and a chance here for Lily Mithen, the 18-year-old.
Yeah, well, Lily obviously won the best and fairest Geelong, the under-14s, by 23 votes, and the man and daughter of Anthony Mithen, and she's hard at it, so she's obviously thrown to the mare.
I've been told that she...
Here she is on the approach, Lily Mithen. She get the D's first. No, misses to the near side.
Sorry about that. I've been told that she's really wanted to compete with Daisy Pearce and buddied herself up with Daisy at training every session because she wants to be that good.
Well, only just finished year 12. Here go the D's again, pushing forward, and this time missing everything.
I think that's a smart move by a young footballer to identify a footballer in your team that's got really good footy smarts, good skills so you can learn off. I know I went down and spent some time with Mo Hope because she's got a terrific footy brain, and I learned some things I never knew.
So it's the Lions leading by 2 points. 8 minutes left before half-time. It's been really tough for the players out there. The Demons still searching for their first goal. Has the moment arrived here? A hurried kick, almost juggled, unable to be taken by Berry. And the Lions, Hildebrand, still not out of the woods here. Stanton, good to see her back on the ground. It'll be held in and it'll be tossed up in the pocket here for the Demons.
Yeah, they need reward for effort now, Melbourne. Don't they, Katie? The inside 50s against the win, they've been terrific, but they need some scoreboard pressure now.
They really do, and I think they've got an outnumber at this contest here. You can see Jazz Grierson sitting in the corridor, so hopefully she's a young live wire. Hopefully they can get it over to her. No one's come to pick her up just yet.
So they've been peppering the Demons as the lights come on at Casey Fields. Maybe an opportunity here. Gee, they're struggling to read that ball as it's tossed back in. Paxman goes hard at it. Cranston's there, Virgo, heard the footsteps, did really well just to get a little handball away, but couldn't quite find a teammate. Cranston cracks in again. This is good, tough footy. Bates at the back of the pack. The clearing kick, and it'll find its way over the boundary line.
Really good by Emily Bates there. She was under pressure, and she just did that dump kick just to get it out and to let the Brisbane Lions reset.
Pick 2 in the national draft last year. The top pick for the Lions, Emily Bates, the 21-year-old left footer.
We have another boundary throw in here. Katie, talk to me. Are the umpires throwing it further than what's been happening at local leagues? Because we've seen a lot over the weekend that the stoppage isn't setting up at the right space.
Yeah, I found that a little bit last night. I think it depends from umpire to umpire. Obviously, they do an amazing job out there, and it's a hard craft to to get your head around. So you just have to adjust every single time. And yeah, as we can see that the conditions are pretty wet out there as well.
So Katie Brennan, the Bulldogs captain, joining us in commentary alongside Collingwood's Kate Sheehan and Danny Frawley for the last match of the round.
Kate, Friday night, obviously a little bit disappointed, understandably, didn't get the run. How was Dad's feelings?
Dad actually didn't get to the game on Friday night. He was he went down to Sorrento. He wanted to, you know, get his head around the fact that his little girl wasn't playing. His little girl's 35, mind you, but...
Well, we are talking about legendary media, the godfather, actually, of AFL football, Mike Sheen. So he's looking through football through a different lens now.
Yeah, at the ripe old age of 70, he's become very cynical, very angry about the fact that I wasn't selected.
Will he be ringing up the coach during the week and asking for changes as a media person or a father?
We were at the jumper presentation on Wednesday night, and I saw him talking to Wayne Seekman, our head coach, and I thought to myself, oh, God, what's he said?
Just to interrupt you guys there, we saw Elise O'Day. She's selling some candy out there. Obviously a great teammate from the mighty Darebin Falcons of mine, and she's just elite at breaking through, you know, tackles and also evading. So those kicks that she'll do inside 50 will start to hit, and I think she's got the best delivery in the league.
Oh, an awkward little kick, and it's picked up by Jazzy Grierson, who snaps truly. Well done. They've been peppering and peppering the Demons. And the 18-year-old Jasmine Grierson plays for Cranbourne. So plenty of family and friends here, no doubt, this afternoon, and a moment that she won't forget.
Well, the inside 50s, Kate, 16-9 Melbourne's favour. They needed some scoreboard pressure after that dominance.
It's nice that they've capitalised on that. They're kicking into a really stiff breeze and in really wet conditions. So they'll be wrapped going into half-time that they've been able to nullify the wind.
Jazz Grierson is definitely one to watch in the future. She has elite skills. You know, that kick of hers, we haven't seen it just yet, but around the ground, her delivery is textbook. And as we saw there, that goal from about 35 out, straight through the big stick. So well done, Jazzy.
As you'll notice, the umpires throw the ball up for female games. There's no bounce at the start after a goal.
The reason is these are developing umpires?
Yeah, they're coming from the league under, but they're doing a terrific job, and we noticed a big difference in standard when we played our practice match against the Western Bulldogs.
The other thing there is the size of the ball. It's a lot harder to bounce that 4 than it is the 5.
Maddie Boyd, one of the 3 Geelong players in this team for the Demons, rises in the ruck, palms it down. Smith fighting hard. Has that sparked something for the Demons? Going without it for the Lions was Goodman. She goes again, plays for the free. Frederick Traub just throwing her weight around a little bit there. Mithen and Frederick Traub, the 2 number 14s. High up and under, and it's all Brisbane. So this has been a real dogfight this first half at Casey Field in Cranbourne. A few lightning strikes around as well, and some cracks of thunder.
Wow.
So the thunder has struck. The Demons leading by 4 points, just a goal each with about 3 minutes to play. Let's get down to Nerily.
Yeah, they've just called it off at the moment with the lightning strikes above Kelly. The emergency umpire has just blown the whistle and pulled the girls off the ground. So there are obviously concerns for health and safety whenever there is lightning around. So it's an early end to the half, as the girls get a massive applause just coming off, which is just fantastic as well. Hopefully we'll be back out here without any further issues for the rest of the game, because it's been a cracking contest so far, especially considering the conditions.
So the storm brewing not only on the field but above us, really dark, really glooming. We saw the lightning flashes, and it's raining out there, and Danny Frawley, that's the right decision.
Oh, it's common sense. That's well done. Well done to the AFL and both teams, and yeah, that's the right decision.
So half-time called here, and it is the D's 1-4.